There we go. Finally, WWE hits us with a cliffhanger of an ending to Monday Night Raw. It's about damn time. We haven't had a really good, cliffhanger type ending like that in a long time. So basically, if you're just watching this video, for one, hit the like button, because if this video doesn't do that great as far as likes and traction, I'll probably can doing Raw reviews, because Raw, generally speaking, is hard to watch. But nonetheless, that ending, what they did, this whole Alexa Bliss challenge to Randy Orton segment, Bliss comes down, she's all angry, she's all tense, because earlier on in the night, Randy Orton invaded the Funhouse and destroyed the Firefly Funhouse. So Alexa Bliss was all pissed off, all angry. Bliss comes down to the ring, Randy Orton comes down to the ring, Bliss is all angry, she storms to the Timekeeper's area, grabs a present, and I just laughed my head off, because if you actually watched my video, how I'd save WWE Raw, literally that's what I had. Alexa Bliss brings a present into the ring for Orton, but yeah, I found that pretty funny. Clearly WWE was watching my video, and that was just one example tonight, but nonetheless, Alexa Bliss brings a present into the ring. The present is a jerry can filled with gasoline and a match, and so Alexa Bliss's whole thing is that she demands Randy Orton sets her on fire. Alexa Bliss is demanding, do it, Randy, do it. She calls him the B word. She's yelling at Randy Orton. Alexa Bliss pours gasoline on herself, pours a trail of gasoline, pours a circle of gasoline around her, lies down. She's starting to cry. Randy Orton's just at first he's just standing there thinking, what are you doing? But then it really kind of amps up and amps up. Eventually Orton just snaps, and he's I know this is what you want me to do. You want to be in hell with the Fiend. And really good acting from both people in this segment. I think how they played this off was excellent. So yeah, just in general, the ending they had, basically Orton was about to set Alexa Bliss on fire. The Fiend's effects hit, so the lights go out. Then we see Randy Orton with a match. The match is burning down. It's burning down. He doesn't throw it. He just has the match burn down, and we go to the end of Raw. So that was Raw, the final episode of 2020. As far as the ending goes, really good. It was adult-type content. Alexa Bliss demanding to be set on fire. That's adult-like content. That's stuff the USA Network would actually want from WWE. Not just a random six-man tag match. So, yeah, good stuff all around. This Alexa Bliss, Randy Orton segment, I enjoyed it. I think the Funhouse segment with these two earlier on the night was alright. Orton just destroyed the Funhouse and pissed off Alexa Bliss. That was fine. I thought for what it was good, but nah, that ending was the best thing on the show by far, because really, you look at Raw, this is going to be the big talking point. What do you remember from the final Raw of 2020? Alexa Bliss demanding to get set on fire, and Randy Orton refusing to do it, but maybe he did. It waits to be seen. So we've got a cliffhanger for Monday Night Raw, which is good. And then really from there, the rest of this show, I just want to talk about a couple of the comparisons and things that WWE more than likely took from my videos. So in my How I'd Save WWE Raw video, I did Keith Lee vs. Sheamus and number one contenders match for the WWE title. I booked this match 4 odd days ago when WWE had announced nothing for Raw. And then, lo and behold, the opening to this show was a number one contenders match for the WWE title, Keith Lee vs. Sheamus. Now, WWE went the Keith Lee direction, which I didn't expect them to do. I thought this match would be for the Rumble, but instead we're getting Keith Lee versus Drew McIntyre for the title next week, first episode of 2020. So that should be a really fun match. I can't wait to see it. Hopefully Keith Lee wins. Will he? He won't win, but hopefully he has a good showing. Keith Lee McIntyre's next week. It was a good opening to Raw. I think it was cool to see WWE use my idea. I appreciated that. I really thank you, Vince. Thank you, Bruce. Whoever watched my video in the creative meeting. I know some people are probably watching this thinking, God, you're full of yourself. There's no way they actually watched your video and they took ideas from it. And I honestly disagree. I think WWE, given the creative state they're in, they see a YouTuber make a video and plan out, how to do Raw segment by segment, and the creative team probably just takes that and goes, yes, here we go. They'll love this. So yeah, we got Keith Lee vs. Sheamus. Pretty good match. Keith Lee got the win via pinfall, so that was good. Then other stuff on the show. Another thing WWE took from me was The Miz squashing a jobber. In this case, we had The Miz squashing... Who did he squash? He squashed, Grand Metalik? I think he squashed Metalik. So yeah, we got Miz squashing a jobber. That was good to see. Actually, never mind. Hold on. No. WWE once again took what I did and flipped it on its head. They had Metalik beat The Miz. I'm sorry. It goes to show you, I wasn't even watching this segment. I saw Metalik versus The Miz and just didn't care. Grand Metalik beat The Miz, which this set up the whole thing where Miz and Morrison later on the show are sitting on on stairs, all defeated, all depressed. They're pissed off. Adam Pearce comes over, jokes about how bad the Cleveland Browns are, and then gives them the Money in the Bank briefcase and said that by default, Morrison cashed in at TLC. Therefore, The Miz is now Mr. Money in the Bank again. So, yeah, The Miz had a rough match against Metalik, which is such an L. And then he's now Mr. Money in the Bank again, which I've seen some people on Twitter getting excited about. If that excites you, fair play. It doesn't excite me. So that was that. As far as other stuff that WWE took inspiration from me for, we got Ali vs. Ricochet, which is a match that I booked like for like in my video. Ali vs. Ricochet, decent match. They had Ali win, so yet again, WWE take what I've booked and flip the result on its head so that it doesn't seem like direct plagiarism. So they did that. That was fine. Match was alright. For a random squash match, it was alright. Then another match they did, AJ Styles versus Elias. Styles beat Elias. Who really cares? And then as far as who really cares, we got Charlotte Flair versus Nia Jax. Charlotte beat Nia Jax via DQ. Do you care? Do I care? No, moving on. And then earlier on the show, Shayna Baszler defeated Dana Brooke. So, yeah, a lot of kind of filler stuff in this show. Was this some really good Raw? No. It was cool to see some ideas implemented on Raw. You know, Alexa Bliss and the present to Randy Orton, Sheamus and Keith Lee in number one contenders match for the WWE title, Ali versus Ricochet in a singles match one-on-one, The Miz versus the Jobber, some more, you know, storytelling with the Money in the Bank. So it was cool to see WWE implement some of my ideas. I might do the how to book Raw thing next week. I don't know. Waits to be seen. So yeah, that's been the video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you have, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, because I don't drill. See ya.